What do you say, what do you know? It's the Artie Clear Show here on Wi-Fi 1460 today from 5 to 7 as we have a star-studded lineup for you tonight, and I mean the stars are in tonight. Here on the Artie Clear Show, Wi-Fi 1460. Mark Alvaroni will be on the show sometime tonight. He's in a players' meeting right now. The assistant head coach of the Los Angeles Clippers, who are playing the best basketball of anybody in the NBA, will be with us tonight. Eddie Kennison, the former wide receiver from the Kansas City Chiefs, he joins us. Defensive tackle Ronnie Cameron from the Philadelphia Eagles, he joins us tonight. Jarvis Green, the defensive end, played for the New England Patriots, he joins us tonight. Chris Dolman comes in at 6 o'clock. We got A.J. Ali. He comes in around 6:05. He's the founder of a Marathon and a Miracle Golf Challenge here for cancer. It's a beautiful thing. They're going to raise money for cancer. It's a golf cancer society type of thing. And the sport of golf is going to fight cancer. So Ali, A.J. Ali, will be with Chris Dolman and myself at 6:05. Chris goes at 6:30 with me. Then we bring in Brian Propp, the ex-Philadelphia Flyer. Hockey's back in town, everybody. Hockey's back. 48 to a 50-game season will be there. Brian Propp works for the Philadelphia Flyers, does a great job in hockey, also a great hockey player. He joins us, and then we end the show with another great hockey player, former LA King, and still affiliated with the LA Kings, Bernie Nichols. So that's a heck of a lineup here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 guests on a 2-hour show. Are we going to take a commercial break? I doubt it very highly. The FCC violation break at 6 o'clock for a station identification. We have to take that, but then again, we go right back to the phone. We talk to our stars. We talk about the hockey. It's all ended. Hockey is back. We talk about the NFL, the playoffs. They're here. All the good teams are alive. They're all alive. Even Seattle, who was the favorite against Washington, they're alive. We talk about RG3 and everything else. Then, after that, we got the hockey, we got the football, and we got the basketball with Mark Alvaroni. Talking about the LA Clippers, talking about, and I'll talk about the NBA and the 76ers, who gave up a lot of their players to be a below 500 team right now. I think the last time I looked at it, so I haven't really looked at their record, they were 15 and 19. They give up Iguodala, they give up Vucevic, they give up a first-round draft pick, and they get Jason Richards for that. And all they do is they're suffering in a big way too, because when you got to go to Kawhi Brown and Lavoy Allen as your studs up front, I want to tell you something. They might not be able to beat Rutgers University. This team is on the downswing, on the downside. The thing that's going good for them, and he's taking a lot of control of the team, is Drew Holiday, the 4-year player out of UCLA, signed a big deal with them, a 5-year deal for $50-some-odd million. They made him the franchise instead of Iguodala. I watched Denver play the other night with Iguodala. They destroyed the Lakers, and Iguodala was a big part of it. Iguodala is a good ball player on a team that he can't be the leader, but he's a great, like, second or third option. He's a great defensive player, so he really picks up on the defense. And he's young, and he's athletic, and he can do things. And just to give him away for an Andrew Bynum, who has not suited up at all 34 games in the season, hasn't played a preseason game yet, hasn't even put the uniform in, unless you want to say he took a picture with the uniform. Oh my God, stop the presses. It's another Jeff Rulin. At least Jeff played 6 or 8 games for the Sixers. This guy hasn't played a game for them yet, and he wants a 5-year extension. He didn't get on the team yet. He didn't get the floor wet. He didn't even sweat yet. And he's going to be, give him 5 years. Give him 7 years extension. Why give him 5? I raise you 2 extensions and make it a 7-year extension for Andrew Bynum, a guy who's been injured his whole career, but once he made the All-Star team, and all of a sudden he was going to save the Sixers, and they gave up the fort for him. This Vucevic had 29 rebounds for Orlando Magic, which is a record for Orlando, by the way. 29 rebounds. That's the guy that we had last year. You're looking for a guy in the middle, a guy who can score, a guy who can rebound. What's wrong with Vucevic? Look at 29 rebounds and 20 points the other night. If you told me Bynum was going to do that every night, they would retire his number. This kid is a good ball player. They gave him up for the, say, well, we could say that Andrew Bynum is a guy who is possessed with a lot of talent, but is often hurt all the time. He can jump about 6 inches off the floor. And that's about the bottom line. So the Sixers, what's that guy Kevin say in the Shark Tank? You're dead to me. Well, the truth of the matter is, and I hate to say that, but the Sixers, you're dead to the fans. You're not dead to me, because I report on you, and I try to talk as good as I can. They got a great coach, Coach Collins. But as far as their personnel, and from last year to this year, is it an upswing or a downswing? It's definitely a downswing. You got rid of Jody Meeks, you got rid of Lou Williams, you got rid of Andre Iguodala, you got rid of Vojtovic. What did you bring in for all that? Thoreau, right? Okay. If anyone heard of him, please call in, and I doubt that very highly. You got Kwame Brown. There's a guy that averages about 2 points a game, maybe play 8 minutes. He stinks. First player ever to be picked in the first round out of high school, not ever, but out of high school, and he's just terrible. See what else did you get out of that? Oh, you got the kid Young from the Clippers, who once in a while scores 20 points for them, but a big defensive liability. Evan Turner wouldn't turn out to be what you thought he was going to be as the second player to be picked when he was drafted. Drew Holiday is the best player you got. Lavoy Allen, Kwame Brown, Jason Richardson. Did I scare you yet? Because I'm not scared. I'm not scared. Okay. Like I said, the list is strong. Big stars tonight. A lot of football. Last night we had a national championship game. And today when I go on Facebook, I go in the papers, the big story is, not Alabama beating Notre Dame 42-14. It's about to say Jay McCarron's girlfriend, Miss Alabama. Now, I'm trying to watch a football game and talk sports. They got to bring her into it. So how many hits did she get on Facebook today? 8 million? Because it's all over there. Talking about Alabama, who's won back-to-back national champions. A.J. McCarron, first quarterback to do that ever in the history of the NCAA. The kid Jones wins a national title for 3 years at 3 different positions. He'll go in the pros. He's in the first rounder for sure. They got this kid Cooper. They got Yeldon. They got Lacey. They got so much on this Alabama team. That's right. In the polls next year, they're going to be the #1 team in the polls. They'll go to a playoff system now, so it's going to be different. I really think that Notre Dame was not ready for Alabama, and if Texas A&M would have gotten there and played Alabama for the national title, I believe that would have been a great and an exciting game. Johnny Manziel would have been in that game. McCarron played great. Cooper played great. The offensive line played great. They ran the ball. Yeldon and Lacey had over 100 yards apiece. I'm telling you, this Alabama is a team of the future. It's the dynasty, right in the middle of the dynasty. And Nick Saban, that's his 4th championship. 3 in the last 4 years. Nick's only 2 behind Bear. Pretty strong. Pretty strong. Nick Saban won't get a look in the NFL, okay, but he'll certainly stay in Alabama. Now, you don't make much money, so I got to feel sorry for him. He only made $5.5 million this year, okay? And he made $111,000 for coaching his team. Because they won the game, he made an additional $200,000. Everything all right, Nick? I'm sure they're not shutting the electricity or shutting the water down. Can he pay his sewage bill or water bill? I'm sure he can pay the rent on the house, unless he owns it. Probably owns a jet to Alabama, probably owns half of Alabama. But I'll tell you one thing, he's a hot commodity, Nick Saban. He's a guy that really is coaching up really good in college, and he's getting the stars. Well, the stars come out tonight. They'll come to Alabama in football. They'll go to Duke in basketball, or to Louisville or to Kentucky in basketball, because that's the mainstays. In baseball, well, it's all those West Coast teams out in baseball, so you don't have to worry about that. And with hockey, oh yeah, that's right, we got hockey back. I'm so happy to have hockey back. You can actually root for something in Philadelphia other than the 76ers, the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Philadelphia Phillies. 81-81 for the Philadelphia Phillies, 4-12 for the Philadelphia Eagles. The Sixers are 15-19, and the Flyers are the brightest spot we got in Philadelphia. Can you imagine that? We have to go down to the 4th team in Philadelphia as popularity of the Philadelphia Flyers to root for them. That's